yeah. I don't believe in destiny, I just do what's best for me. Don't listen to my enemies, they're just full of jealousy. Yeah, this legacy, you gon' see what's left of me. You gon' see success in me, you ain't seen the rest of me. I just wanna be the best at what I know, better than the rest, just watch me grow. Put me to the test and watch me go. This is my quest, I'ma make it known. They call me obsessive, oh I know. Call me selective with my notes, call me aggressive with my flow. Call me offensive even though Joe, I ain't gonna lie, life's tough. Try to get by, life's rough. Try to do it right, it's not enough. Even though you try, you still mess up. But I'm still gonna fight for what I love. Still gonna die for what I love. Still gonna try, I won't give up. Still gonna fight until I've won. They say I'm way too obsessed and I've got nothing left, and I'm not quite there yet, but those words they'll regret. Cause I've got something left and I'm not giving in. I will not let them win, I won't stop till the end, no. Some injuries, mentally and physically. Studied them religiously so I don't repeat history. And people won't admit to me they don't want a victory. Bad enough to get a C, they'd rather just go leave it be. And oh, this journey I've been on since 13. Working hard and learning, never stopping searching. Yeah, it's burning, all this passion hurts me. I took action working, writing down these words. No, I'm not okay, I just wanna be something. I don't wanna be nothing, living all alone. No, I'm not alright, I'm just barely getting by. But I'll tell you I'm just fine, so you leave me alone. They say I'm way too obsessed and I've got nothing left, and I'm not quite there yet, but those words they'll regret. Cause I've got something left and I'm not giving in. I will not let them win, I won't stop till the end, no.
Yo, what's going on, everyone? The song ended while I still had some breakfast in my mouth. My bad. Oh. Welcome to a weekend update, the 24th of May. It is crazy to think about that. Yeah, I'm sorry. I feel bad, you guys. I meant to come on and do a weekend update last weekend. But unfortunately, life just kind of really punched me in the face, and I am sorry. I'm out of it because last night punched me in the face. I got very little sleep. Don't know why. It was one of those nights when laid down in bed, I was going under very quickly. I was like, all right, cool. We're going to have a great night of rest. And then, of course, my mind just pulled me out of it. And there I was just laying in bed. So I think I may have gotten 2 or 3 hours last night. So I'm still trying to recover and get going this morning. And I was really excited because I'm planning to go to the coast and have a nice coast trip. It's going to be beautiful weather. Unfortunately, it's the weekend, so there's going to be a lot of people. But that's okay. We'll try to go find a nice little hidden gem. Last time I went to the coast, it was on a Thursday. It was my week of vacation, and it was perfect. Just barely anyone there. So now I'm a little worried because I'm like, you know what? This is a Saturday, and it's a Memorial Day weekend. So yay. Anyways, I hope you guys are having a great start to your weekend. I hope you guys are having a great day and getting your read on. Um, as far as updates for me, it's one of those things when we talk about writing and I talk about the routine. I think I also, maybe we should emphasize for this weekend how important it is to have your mind be able to focus on the material. And it's just one of those things when you have an indie author or an author who is on a very rapid release schedule, they gain traction, and now these readers have this expectation. We have author expectations, we have reader expectations, we have expectations that we need to come to grips with, that and not everything is going to go as you expect it to be. Author expectations a lot of the time are, I'm going to write this book, I'm going to put it out there into the universe, and everyone is magically going to find it. It's magically going to take off. It's going to be a rocket ship that I can never dream of happening. I could be that next J.K. Rowling, and that doesn't happen. So we have to have these author expectations of understanding that in reality, you're going to have to grind and work repeatedly for years and years and years. This is a skill that is developed over time. And honestly, it's also one of those things where, you know what, maybe your story is just not finding the right niche of people. Because, as we know, some of these stories are very unique. And then you have the marketing side. So you have all these expectations. Well, let's say your book does take off, and let's say you have a massive following that really resonates and follows you. And then the readers have expectations, and the readers' expectations are that they're going to have this book series very fast, or that the next book is going to be coming out very soon. And they want you to keep producing to the same quality, the same standards, the same emotional attachment that they once had. And many times, I think readers forget that authors are people too, and authors have lives outside of the book, outside of the manuscript. And many times we can have life events that affect us just as much. And for those of us, I see JD down in the chat, and I see the ever amazing Dave Bushman in the chat. Those three guys. Well, JD just became full-time this year. Well, these three guys know exactly how hard it is to be working full-time jobs and then to be writing as well. And then Dave has got a family as well with kids, and JD's, got his dogs that he has loved his whole life. And so we have these other factors that come up, and we're just as prone to life's impacts as anyone else. Richie is down there as in the chat as well, and we'll get to your guys' chats here in a second. But he's a podcaster, he's wanted to do narration. We have life events that happen too, and so the reader expectations that these things need to be massively producing and everything else, sometimes we forget, when a life event happens, that is a mental toll just as much as it's an emotional toll, just as much as it's a financial toll, and it's added stress onto the other things, right? So if I have stress at my 9-to-5 job, and then I come on and I'm doing author stuff, that's more stress on top of it. And then a life event, that's just more stress. And it's hard to really focus in on the manuscript. It's hard to get back connected with the characters in your head. Yes, I said that. And produce. And so that's really what the last 2 weeks have been for me. So to put things into perspective, and just kind of full disclosure, I haven't posted about this yet really publicly, and I will very soon, I think. But I had a new roof, or I hired a company to put a new roof on the house because I knew that it needed to be done. Some people will buy a house, they'll put the new appliances in, they'll maybe put a fresh coat of paint and think that they did this great thing for the house, and it's now doubled in value. And those people can go fuck themselves. But for some of us, like my best friend Ephraim, myself, we get into these houses and these are our homes, and we know, hey, there's infrastructure that needs to be taken care of, and that means a new roof, that means a new water heater, that means fixing some foundational issues, other things like this. We want to be responsible homeowners. So I hired this company to put a new roof on the house. And, they decide to come on, we're going to schedule this. We're going to do it on these days. Okay, cool. You're the experts. You're the professionals. I'll happily make my schedule available to you guys. So thankfully, thank God, the biggest piece of this whole situation was that my boss allowed me to telework for the 2 days that the guys were here. Well, on day one, there was a flash storm that came up. They openly saw the rain clouds coming in. They saw the rain because they admitted it to the boss, who admitted it to me, and they still decided to strip my roof and work through the rainstorm with it completely exposed. And I had major flooding of water into the ceiling and the attic, and now I have giant holes in the downstairs and the upstairs with pulling the sheetrock down. So not only is it very hard to focus on a manuscript when you have constant banging and pounding on the roof, whether it's next to you or your house yourself, but then having to deal with the struggles of like just doing that, on top of the other things. So the last 2 weeks have been pretty rough, pretty hard to get into the mental framework to write. But as we're going through repairs, as we're having to deal with the insurances and get all that stuff situated, I have been able to start writing again. I did not do I didn't finish the second pass on Golem Master 3 like I originally said I would or intended to. I just decided at that point, I was like, you know what? I've already lost 2 weeks of writing at this point. Like May is going to be a very low month. Screw it. We're just going to go straight into writing. And so I've dove right back into writing book 4 of Golem Master. Was able to get to, we're at 17,115 words already on the manuscript, which is really great. I absolutely am so happy for that. This week, so far, we've gotten to 6,663. So with my trip to the beach, scheduled for later today, I may come back this evening and get some writing done, depending on how I feel. I am really happy with where I took a pause last night when I stopped, or yesterday afternoon. Really excited for the next scene to go through. A new author is going to be having their cameo in the series. Someone I've been waiting to add into the story, like literally waiting patiently to put this person in. And so I'm really happy, and I'm very hopeful that they're willing to be okay with their character added in. But with that being said, 17,000 words, been getting back into book 4. There's going to be a lot of book 4 is the heaviest book in this series by far. There's some heavy stuff that happens in book 3. Book 4 is going to be very heavy as well, I think. So I'm excited to get to that, but it's just, I think some fans are not going to appreciate it or like it. Some other fans will understand. That's just the way I write. So, all right. Let's see. JD Glasgow coming in. Look at the charismatic fellow. Hey, what's up, my dude? Thanks for hanging out, man. Dave Bushman coming in. You got to love the journey, not the destination. That's exactly it, dude. The glory is in the struggle. The journey is far better than the destination. That's for sure. Principal Stevens coming in. What up, bro? It's great to see you, man. After 8 books, that didn't sell shit. Yeah, I'm right there with you, JD. I had 7 books, 8 books. Well, I guess 8 7. Yeah, 7 books that didn't sell. So I get it. Yes, Lola doing caused me to spiral, where I was only writing maybe 200 to 500 words a day for a couple weeks. And then Jordan Con for a week where I didn't write at all. Then another week and a half to get back into the groove. I lost about 30 Patreons. Yeah, it's a big thing. And I think that's the hard part for people to remember, be mindful of. And I felt bad for this last month with my Patreon members as well, is you guys are, supporting me financially, and many of you are blessing me far beyond what you should. And I feel bad when I'm not posting, more content. So it's rough. It's rough, but I get it, man. I get it. Sometimes we have to push through. Life events can obviously change that. We are only human. Dude, Principal Stevens right there coming in with the heavy hitters. Sending much love to you, bro. You are killing it no matter what you think. You're kicking ass and taking aims. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, Richie. That's very, very nice of you to say. Just keep stepping, and where's my card? Kidding. You and Nick Boslow will have a card in the Golem Master trading card game. Chill out, JD. I have an idea for what the card is going to be, but yes, but since you are always with Nick Boslow because of your guys' role in the universe, you guys are going to have a dual card together, very similar to Geneva and Emily. And then the other people that are going to have a dual card, at least for right now, is going to be R.A. Cooper and L.M. Hughes, because in the book, they're also together as gladiators. So, yes, your card is coming, but to put that in perspective, your card alone with Nick Boslow is going to cost $400 just for the artwork. So, it's one of those things where I have some people messaging me and they're like, well, where's my card at? I'm like, dude, you're not even a Patreon member, man. Most of these people were to honor the Patreon members, but yes, more cards will come in the future, I promise. Oh, Warrior Bernard coming in. Hail the Dying Breed. What's up, my dude? Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you, my dude. It's always good to see you, Brandon. You always put a smile on my face. Holy fuck. Don't spend that. That's the reality, right? A lot of people don't understand how much creating costs. When you create anything, whether it's art, music, books, just people don't think about that. They just think oh, I should be able to get this for free, Royal Road, or stream it off the internet. There's just a lot of costs to things, and I think that's why being an indie content creator, you have to love indies far more than traditional, whether that's movies or whatever, books. Obviously for me, I'm more inclined to the book side, because you realize how much we're giving to try to keep doing this art and enjoying what we're doing. So use my guide. It's like $30. Well, the thing is using Lauren, it's all consistent art, right? All the way across. Eventually I would love to have other artists come on board and do different variations and different aspects to the cards. I think that would be awesome. Already got season 2, the season 2 layout and season 3 layout actually already done for the cards. So there's a lot in my head that's planned out that I think will be awesome. But yeah, we got to make sure we get season 1 out right and get the mechanics down. So yeah, it would be great. Okay, so we talked about author expectations. We talked about reader expectations. We talked about the life events that can really affect us. But kind of like Richie said, sometimes you got to push through that. We are human, and you just got to keep taking one step at a time, right? Like JD was saying, and that's why actually that's kind of funny when you say that, taking one step at a time. The video that I found for this week, that's what the person also talks about and says. So yeah, so I think that'll be good. Okay, got to go, right? Have fun, y'all. Yeah, absolutely, my dude. You go have a great day. Thanks for stopping in, JD. Yeah, so 17,000. Oh, y'all sacrifice so much. I value the immense amount of time, blood, sweat, obstacles, all the sacrifices y'all make to produce a valuable read. Thank you, dude. Brandon, for the win coming in. That's why he's the warrior, man. He's dropping that so much. We appreciate you, Brandon. I appreciate you. You and Little Panda Aiden Rosario, so much. Thank you. There's something else you talked about. Oh, dude, yeah, the blood, sweat, and tears. Man, I was tearing up last night when I was writing Golem Master 4. It was a lot. It was some heavy stuff. There's a conversation that Pepper has with his dad, and there's just so much that happens in Pepper's life, and it's just constantly about having resiliency. Yeah. I need to take my own advice sometimes. Dude, we all do. We are all our own harshest critics. So don't put yourself down like that. Steve Campbell, the man of so many voices and talents. Fun to watch. Dude, I miss your face. I cannot wait to see you at Lit RPG Con. Man, we're what, 2 months away? Dude, this summer is going to be packed. I really need to get down to California in June for a buddy's retirement. A good friend. He's actually in book 3 of The Dying Breed, or book 3 of Golem Master. He'll also be in book 4. One of the smartest people I've ever met. I got his retirement that I really need to get down to. And then we have Lit RPG Con. It's just going to be a full summer, but so worth it, right? I can't wait to see you guys again. Absolutely loved Discount Dan. I already have pre-ordered Apocalypse Grand System Bending. Cannot wait to dive in and listen to that. I also just ordered the hardback for Grand System Bending because, of course, it's Rhino. You know, we love Rhino. I gotta dive into this book. I gotta make sure I add it on the shelf. So I'm super excited about that. I have so much to do before then, dude. We all do. We all do. Less than 2 months away. I can't wait to see everyone. It's going to be such a great time. And yes, there are 2 special cards of the Golem Master trading card game that'll be there. So there will be the standard card, which I don't even have a standard card up here. And then there will be a full art version. It is of Miss Geneva and Emily. And it's going to be a green variation. So the standard cards are like, actually it's on the back. So the standard cards for season 1 are that kind of red and blue. Their card for Lit RPG Con 2025 is going to be the green theme. And it'll have a special indication on the card that it's a collectible promo. So yeah, there you go. Gonna need me a card. So the standard card will be for anyone who's at Lit RPG Con. They can get the card. The full art variation, the way to get a full art is if anyone can show me that they have left a review of Golem Master, have purchased Golem Master, or have it in their TBR some way, somehow. So any version, paperback, Kindle, audiobook, if it's out by then. So that is the way. You have to come up in Lit RPG Con, show me that you have that, and you can get it'll be a holographic full art version of the card. So yeah, that is how you do it. So Richie, that's on you, Principal Stevens. You got to let the masses know that is that. Please tell me there's a card dedicated to the great TJ Lombardi himself. No, absolutely not. There is no card dedicated to this ugly mug. That's for sure. Oh, I can do that. Easy done. Let's go. Yes. So it is the ever amazing Miss Geneva Agnos. She probably has already gotten my order. So I will tell you guys right now, if you go to the Legion Publishers website, which you should, because it's beautiful. They've worked so well on it. You can get author books directly from them. And I don't know if you guys are like me, but I'm not a biggest fan of the Zahn. They have some good things to them and what they've helped us do, but you can order directly from them. And so I have, how many do I order, Geneva? 8? I have 8 beautiful hard copy books coming my way very soon. I know she's already got the Cave Trolls working on the order. But yes, so Lit RPG Con, Denver, Colorado, 18 to 20 July. You guys need to make sure you're there. It'll be a great time. So let's see what else. Okay, also, here's another way that you guys can help me out. As you know, the Golem matches are some very fun events that we get to experience in Golem Master. There are some, I feel like I just get better and better and better. With each book, the Golem matches get more intense and more crazy ridiculous. I don't want to give away spoilers as far as some of the golems that you will see in book 3, at least. There's some very creative ones. But put in the chat below, what are some golems that you want to see matches of? We already have one that's like a praying mantis. That's on the docket, one that I need to have. I've had a Royal Road reader ask for a washing machine golem. Not really sure that we're actually going to do that one, but if you have a golem, a type of golem that you want to see in battle, put it in the chat, let me know, and I will start putting them on the docket and see if I can get all of them covered. I will say, though, book 4 so far is going to be it's going to be the most different than the other books because of what happens. So there is going to be a very large gap of not getting to see Gollum matches. So we may have to shift some things to book 5, but that is that. I have to get back to work. Much love, bro. Thank you, my dude. You have a great day at work. Thanks for stopping here, Richie. A giant squirrel, because who doesn't want some extra nuts in their life? How many suggestions is considered too many? There's never too many suggestions. So, God, I'm just thinking about that squirrel now. Like, squirrel with exploding nuts. He just shoots his nuts all over the arena. Got to go collect more nuts. Maybe he puts the nuts in his mouth. Oh my God, there's so many ideas now, Geneva. Thank you. See, that's why the chat for the win right there. Yeah, there's never too many suggestions, Brandon. So you guys throw them out. I will try to cover as many of them as possible. I can't guarantee they'll be in the book, but I will try my best. So 17,000 words into book 4. Very excited with how it's going. It's going to start out pretty heavy. It's going to get hopefully better, but I'm really excited as well because I realized I knew that we're at least hopefully going to get to book 5 just because of how much stuff really needs to be covered still in book 4. And last night, actually, I figured out kind of what the main premise would be for book 5, like how it's all going to tie together. Like I obviously know the ending, and I know what needs to happen as far as to achieve all that. But what's the other side? What's the other angle? There's always got to be something else. So I think I was able to find to find that last night. So I'm really excited for that to get into book 5. I'm not sure if it'll carry into a 6-book series. There is something that's going to happen in book 4 that will plant a seed so that we could possibly like take a alternate path once we're done at the conclusion of the main arc with Pepper. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that's going to go. So we'll see. Is there demon golems? There's not really demon golems per se. I mean, there's the golems that have fought the demons, as you saw in Pepper's dream that he had in book 1. And there's some other stuff that happens in book 2, some other stuff that happens in book 3. So I don't think I've had a golem that's been devoted to the damned, to the demonic. So I could possibly see about that, though. I could think about that. That's for sure. Oh, okay. I see. Yeah. So what I was just talking about with what I think I found for book 5, that's also kind of playing into that a little bit too, Brandon. Yeah. So you will more than likely see something similar to that. It'll just be a while. So, I mean, but 17,000 words into book 4 already. Now kind of getting back into the groove of things, getting back into the swing of things. I'm really excited. And I think that, I think I'll be able to crank out book 4 this year. So, I mean, I would hope so. With half the year, we're not even halfway to the year yet. So we should be able to crank out book 4, possibly be getting into book 5. But again, it really depends on the size as well, right? Book 3 was 195,000 words so far. And I know Catherine will probably cut down about 10,000 of those words. So, we'll see. I have no idea how large book 4 is going to be. No idea. As far as the audiobook recording, we had to push our timetable back just due to some construction things that Daniel was having in his building. So as you guys know, just like I talked about at the very beginning of the stream, life happens, stuff happens. No reason to get mad over it, and we'll push through it. So he will more than likely start recording Golem Master in June. So that'll be good. And then hopefully, fingers crossed, hopefully he'll be able to do a dual recording, of Golem Master 2 and 3 next year. I don't know. I need to talk to him. I need to just get on his schedule and be like, you're giving me these dates, period. I don't give a shit. And then also, we can basically announce, because she's been sharing about it, Jessica 3 is also going to be doing audiobook with Daniel. So it'll be a dual narration. She'll take on the female role. She's already been given the material to work with. And then obviously Daniel will be the primary, the lead on the audiobook, but Jessica will be coming in on board as well. And I'm absolutely excited. I cannot wait to hear them. It'll be great. I know they're going to do a great job. Can't wait for the audio, man. Dude, I know, right? And I even asked Daniel earlier this year, it's like, dude, I mean, I'm pretty much going to have book 2 done by the time you record. Can you do both? And he's like, nope, already booked out. I'm like, damn it. Should have locked him in earlier. So I'm going to lock him in for next year. Daniel Wisniewski is mine. I will fight the gods and any other author who tries to book him out solid. So yeah. Okay. So that is that. That is that, you guys. We're at 30 minutes. That's really the only updates I have. Huge shout out to our good buddy Brian Norden, which his face is right there. His face is always there. It'll always be there. And it'll always be in my heart, Brian. It'll always be in my heart. Okay. So let's go ahead and get for our thoughts for the week. And just like JD and Principal Stevens were talking about, taking those small steps, I really loved this. So be careful sharing screen audio. Okay. Dave, you tell me if you guys can't hear the audio on this.
When you told me this, I was like, whoa, that's super valuable. We all need to know about this.
Yes. So Miss Edson was my second grade teacher. I remember something she told us, and it's truly something that shapes me every day. And she said, if something feels too hard to start, it just means that the first step isn't small enough. And so the way I play around with it now, even in my own writing, is, okay, I have to write a new article. And I'm like, I can't do that. Okay, so I'm in I can't mode. Okay, if something is in I can't mode, if it feels too hard, I hear her voice. It just means the first step isn't small enough. So I'll make it literally, I'll just make it smaller. I'm going to write a page today. And then often I'm like, I can't do that. Okay, smaller. A paragraph. No. And I literally do it until, and some days it's a word. That's very actionable.
When you told me this, I was like, whoa, that's super valuable. We all need to know about this.
Yes. So Miss Edson was my second grade teacher. I remember something she told us, and it's truly something that shapes me every day. And she said, if something feels too hard to start, it just means that the first step isn't small enough. And so the way I play around with it now, even in my own writing, is, okay, I have to write a new article. And I'm like, I can't do that. Okay, so I'm in I can't mode. Okay, if something is in I can't mode, if it feels too hard, I hear her voice. It just means the first step isn't small enough. So I'll make it literally, I'll just make it smaller. I'm going to write a page today. And then often I'm like, I can't do that. Okay, smaller. A paragraph. No. And I literally do it until, and some days it's a word. That's very actionable.
When you told me this, I was like, whoa, that's...
Life is going to play out the way it's going to play out. There will be some good and some bad. Most of it is actually just up to your interpretation. You're born, you have a set of sensory experiences, and then you die. How you choose to interpret those experiences is up to you, and different people interpret them in different ways. Life is going to play out the way it's going to play out. There will be some good and some bad. Most of it is actually just up to your interpretation. You're born, you have a set of sensory experiences, and then you die. How you choose to interpret those experiences is up to you, and different people interpret them in different ways.
There you go, you guys. Whoa, that is way too much of my face. What the heck? Oh, there it is. That's the one I want. My bad. Sorry, y'all. Oh, I love that. Making the first step small. And I think that's so... I think all of us can take something away from that. And just like the last video, we all have these different experiences, how we interpret them, how we reflect upon them, and then how we take action to work through them or past them. But if you're having a hard time, maybe you're not making the task small enough. Make that first step super easy. Many times we use the analogy of going to the gym, where it's like, well, I don't want to work out today. I don't feel like working out today. Well, maybe the first step is just changing, getting your gym clothes on. And then maybe the second step is putting your shoes on. And then maybe the third step is just, can I get to my car? Can I grab my gym bag and just get to the car? All right. Well, then let's get to the gym, and then let's get inside the gym, and we'll just go from there. And we just take those small baby steps to keep growing along the way. And I think that with writing, there's a lot of people who they get so overwhelmed by what it takes. And sometimes you just have to take that first step and get that first word in, the first paragraph, the first page. And then you just repeat that a lot. Like you just repeat that over and over and over again. And eventually you're like, holy shit, I have a book, and it may not be good. Maybe the story's not good, but at least I got it done. Right. Okay. So you guys, those are the thoughts for the day. Those are the thoughts for the week. And thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. The Dying Breed, the Patreon community over there on the side now. Whoop, that side. There we go. Oh, and of course, Jessica Wargo shows up. The Wargo herself shows up right towards the end of the stream. What's up, Miss Jess? It's great to see you. Thank you for coming in, saying hi, hanging out. Yeah, I'm literally tuning off. Because I want to go to the beach and I want to get some sun and I want to relax. And even though I am completely sleep deprived today, I was like, nope, we got a ton of writing in yesterday. We're going to go to the beach. So that's what I'm going to do, Jess. I'm going to go to the beach. But thanks for stopping in. Thanks for saying hi. And speaking of Jess and speaking of the Dying Breed, thank you again to the Patreon members that we call the Dying Breed. Warrior Bernard, Fighters Maxwell, Foster, Q, Guardian Wilkie, Soldiers Basel, Little Panda Aiden, Unwired, Wargo, who's down there in the chat. There we go, that way. And then, of course, Defenders, LG, Jodan, Aoife, Duck Commander, Stephen Landry, and Big Sam. Thank you so much, you guys. Sorry I'm running errands. Had to log on for at least a second. No, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I really do. But yes, thank you so much, you guys, to the Patreon community. Thank you so much for all of you who came in and hung out just for the short period of time on this beautiful weekend. Hopefully it's beautiful for you wherever you are. And hopefully you're having a great weekend filled with some awesome reading. I would recommend Quest Academy 4 because it just came out and it's my favorite lit RPG series. I'm just saying, I would recommend it. I would just guys saw me. Okay. So other than that, thank you so much, you guys. Love y'all. And hopefully I will see you all next week. Take care. Oh, wait, I didn't get the video prompt. Shut.
Yeah, I don't believe in destiny. I just do what's best for me. Don't listen to my enemies. They're just full of jealousy. Yeah, this legacy, you gon' see what's left of me. You gon' see success in me. You ain't seen the rest of me. I just wanna be the best at what I know. Better than the rest, just watch me grow. Put me to the test and watch me go. This is my quest, I'ma make it known. They call me obsessive, oh I know. Call me selective with my notes. Call me aggressive with my flow. Call me offensive even though Joe, I ain't gonna lie, life's tough. Try to get by, life's rough. Try to do it right, it's not enough. Even though you try, you still mess up. But I'm still gonna fight for what I love. Still gonna die for what I love. Still gonna try, I won't give up. Still gonna fight until I've won. They say I'm way too obsessed and I've got nothing left. And I'm not quite there yet, but those words they'll regret. Cause I've got something left and I'm not giving in. I will not let them win. I won't stop till the end, no. Some injuries, mentally and physically. Studied them religiously so I don't repeat history. And people won't admit to me they don't want a victory. Bad enough to get a C, they'd rather just go leave it be. I know this journey I've been on since 13. Working hard and learning, never stopping searching. Yeah, it's burning, all this passion hurts me. I took action working, writing down these words.
No, I'm not okay, I just wanna be something. I don't wanna be nothing, living all alone. No, I'm not alright, I'm just barely getting by. But I'll tell you I'm just fine, so you leave me alone. They say I'm way too obsessed and I've got nothing left. And I'm not quite there yet, but those words they'll regret. Cause I've got something left and I'm not